Okay, this video is about Forest Hills and some stuff going on in Boston right now. Just laying out what it is, what it isn't, and kind of where we're at. So what you're looking at now, this is the big bus area down at the intersection of the Arboretum and Washington Street. South end of JP, next to Forest Hills Transportation Hub. That's that right there, that clock tower. That's Forest Hills. Inside there is the orange line. That's the last stop on the orange line, or the first, whichever way you're looking at it. For the orange line, many buses. I mean, at least, honestly, I would say at least 20. I'd have to get a count and get my daughter to do a count on that. And the commuter rail as well will stop there. I actually saw an Amtrak stop there. I'm not sure what was up with that. That was a couple weeks ago. So that's it. Big transportation hub. This whole intersection's been redone. There are quality and safe bike paths in this whole thing. That right there is you can get in underneath. That's a tunnel. So if, let's say there was housing here, all those people could make one cross, go over there to a tunnel, and go right underneath to the orange line. That's the reason why that was. So it connects you to all the paths. The Arboretum is over this hill. You can't really see it. Beyond is the Arnold Arboretum. On the other side of this bus depot is Franklin Park. So you have a lot of great resources here. Anyways, here's the story. So there was a memorandum, I think it was 99, signed and agreed upon where, so this is owned by the MBTA. And it was agreed that the community would get 8 or more acres for community use, or housing, whatever. It didn't say. It listed a couple of different things. I've read it. Listed a variety of options. There's a lot of things that could be done. So the MBTA has said they need to modernize and this and that, make things more efficient. They need a new facility, all this and that. Sounds fine. Where we're at now, I mean, I think if you're one or somebody thinks that there's a housing shortage or we need more housing in Boston, I'm here showing you it's right next to the T, a huge transpo center. All right, so this plot of land is right next to it. Okay, you can see how much empty space is over there. The T says they need new buses. That makes sense, seems logical. I mean, you need new technology and all that. So where we're at though is they have not yet reached agreement on how to chop up this piece of pie here. So where exactly will that 8 acres be? How's it configured, etc., etc. Are very important. The only thing I'm saying is you could just add on 5 years from the day that that agreement is reached, whatever it is, to when you would actually see housing here. Because I was at the meeting, I think it was 2 weeks ago. Did not stay for the whole thing. I stayed for enough though. And the timeline for the T is 2 years. So Murphy's Law, make that longer, for their construction for a new bus facility there. But they ain't doing squat until they know how it's going to be chopped up. So I guess the point I'm making is, until it's agreed upon as to how this will be chopped up, the whole thing is in a stalemate. And if you expect housing to be, and that's what the plan was, you know, there's proposals back and forth. Again, I'm not getting into whose side is right or wrong on that details. All I'm saying is reporting on the stalemate that exists. But essentially everything was for housing to be up here along Washington, which seems very logical to me. High density, very high density, and tall. However, again, until this is chopped up, so that first the T can start building their new bus facility and all that, there's not going to be any housing. So that needs to be agreed upon first. Forest Hills, obviously plenty of public transpo. You got Franklin Park on that side, Arnold Arboretum over there, all the bike lanes, the walking. You see people here walking safely. This crosswalk is dangerous and high speed, but the facilities themselves work. The lights, the bike lanes, it's very logical. It makes sense. So there you have it. Got a lot of work to do here, but until they say who gets what, nothing's happening.